what is your take coming into a season after having 2 long seasons finish short of the ultimate goal?
My take is it's a new season, and I think that there's a lot of excitement. Obviously, every team thinks they have a chance, for the most part, to win the World Series. But I think that it's been a very productive 3 years for me, and with this organization, with this club, and obviously we haven't won it all, but I see no reason why we won't put ourselves in that position again and get over the hump here this year.
And the clubhouse, I mean, obviously, did you feel you need to address like it's a new year, or what's your sense of that? That's why you're called a manager, not a coach.
No, for sure, Rich. I think that's a fair question. But no, I think that with the guys that we have, whether it's Clayton, JT, Kenley, David Freese, obviously is one of my favorites. I think the thing is that it's pretty much understood what we need to do, and I don't let our guys get too far ahead of the next day's game. And I think that's something that's really boring, but I think that it's something that works. It's a method and a formula that is not too much to overcome, to try to win that day, and that's what we try to do. We did kind of shuffle the deck a little bit when you bring in Russell Martin back, you bring in Joe Kelly, A.J. Pollock. So there's different guys. Corey Seager's back this year. So there's a little bit different, but the core is still intact, and it's going to be a fun team to watch this year. Very talented, focused group.
With Puig gone, who's the most likely player to lick a bat on your roster right now, Dave?
I would say Enrique Hernandez.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw that exhibition game last night, but he's known once in a while, Rich, to be a little eccentric, and he had some really tight painted-on pants with the high socks, and so he's kind of quirky, loves the camera, the social media thing, so I could see him being the guy licking a bat.
All right, and how about snapping a bat over a thigh like it's a toothpick? Who's the most likely one?
Good one. Okay, snapping a bat over the thigh, I would say probably Russell Martin.
Huh.
I mean, he's like built like a fire hydrant. He can snap, and he's strong enough to do it. So if Cody Bellinger tried to do it, he might snap his leg. So Russell could probably do it with that conviction and get it done.
I was going to go Muncy. Muncy's built like a fire hydrant too.
Muncy is, but I still would go Russell. I mean, that's Canadian in him. I think the Canadian hockey player. I got Russell. And
is Turner? Does he cut that thing at all? I mean, how does he show up to spring?
So trimmed it, cut no, trimmed it, groomed it. It's still, for me, out of control, but it suits him. Tighten up the hair.
Got it.
But he got on this dairy-free thing, so a lot of our guys are on this Chase Utley dairy-free thing. So JT, Corey, all these guys look fantastic.
What do you mean dairy-free? What are you talking about?
They just kind of don't do dairy anymore. So whether it's the cheese, whether it's the cream and the coffee, whatever it is, there's just no dairy, and they've kind of all leaned out. It's a different type thing. I need to kind of take heat, I guess.
Well, you eliminated the Brewers, so you got the playoffs dairy-free last year, right? I mean,
there you go. You
know what I mean?
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.